Why would anyone pay twice as much for a Woodland Mills product when they're completely interchangeable with the Mechmaxx products? Stick around, we'll talk about that. Well, hey there, hobby homesteaders. Welcome back to Peaks Peak. My name's Lucas. We're sharing our hobbies here on 38 acres in eastern Kentucky. And today, we're up in the sawmill shed because I want to talk a little bit about sawmills. Now, before we get started, I want to make a couple of things very clear. One, I am a big fan of Woodland Mills products and Woodland Mills customer service. So this is not a bash video about Woodland Mills. Nothing to do with what I say is coming from the perspective of putting them down. The other thing that I want to make sure that everyone is aware of is the sawmill that you see in front of me, this Mechmaxx SM26, was given to me by Mechmaxx to test and review and give them feedback about the product that they have to sell. I am not an employee of Mechmaxx. I am not paid by Mechmaxx to say anything in particular. The nature of our relationship is they gave me this mill to test, and then they gave me an affiliate code so that if anybody uses that code to purchase a mill, those customers get a 5% discount, and then I get a little bit of commission for those sales. So there is something in it for me to say nice things about Mechmaxx, and I want to share that up front. However, that's not the purpose of today's video. Today's video is not to convince you to buy Mechmaxx over any other brand that's out there. My goal is to simply share information about these so that you can completely understand the Mechmaxx product, because they're brand new to the market and a lot of people are skeptical. They're an overseas company that is new. They have such demand for their products that there are sometimes a 4, 6, or 8 week lead time on getting those products. And when people wait that long, they start worrying and complaining what's taking so long. And all of those things are things to consider when you decide what brand you're going to go with to make your purchase. I simply wanted to know something because when I first started working with Mechmaxx, they actually told me that they purchase and source their products from the same place that Woodland Mills sources theirs. And that gave me some confidence because I had some experience with Woodland Mills and I was really happy with running the HM130 Max that my friend has. And I also have great experience dealing with Woodland Mills customer service. So that gave me a little bit of confidence in their product, but I kind of wanted a way to test and see if that is true. So I spent $644 of my own money to buy a Woodland Mills HM126 mill extension to put on my Mechmaxx SM26 mill, just to see if the parts are interchangeable, if they match up, and then to be able to compare the build quality of the components, the thickness of the steel, the bunks, everything about it. I wanted to see what they look like in comparison to the Mechmaxx mill, because $644 is more than twice the price to get the same mill extension from Mechmaxx. So we have a great comparison to make here, and I'm going to show you the differences between the two so that you can decide for yourself, is it worth it to pay more than twice the price for a Woodland Mills product? Now, before we get too deep into this and somebody thinks that I'm trying to put down the Woodland Mills product and the fact that it costs so much more, I want to explain that Woodland Mills says right on their website, they talk about their pricing and they talk about their return policies and their level of customer service. And they're basically saying right there on the website that we charge this price so that we can afford to staff in a way that we provide top-notch customer service. And I believe that is probably true based on the reputation of Woodland Mills. When people call them with a problem with their mill, they have good tech support, they get good answers, and they quickly solve the problem that the customers have. And you can tell that because when you go on the message boards and the forums and you talk to people who own Woodland Mills products, they're happy with the company. That costs money. I'm a small business owner, or my wife is a small business owner, and staffing is expensive. It's the one variable that we have to control in order to make sure that we turn a profit. So if Woodland Mills is going to staff to a point that they can provide that level of service, it's going to cost money. So if having that support is what's most important to you, it may be worth the price to go ahead and buy from Woodland Mills. But I think it's also important to be aware that there are other options out there if you are on a tight budget there may be a few things that you're compromising on in order to save those few bucks. If you are the type of person, I consider myself pretty good at DIY and fixing my own things and tinkering, keeping my engines running, and fabricating little things that I need to fabricate. And so I'm relatively capable. So I never worry quite as much about customer service because I don't have to rely on somebody else to fix it. Most of the time I fix it myself, even when I have something under warranty. A lot of times I don't want to fool with having to make an appointment and wait for 2 weeks to get back the item that's being worked on, or whatever the case may be. So I try to fix it myself. A lot of times I'm shopping for the best price that's going to give me quality components to work with. And I think that's actually right where Mechmaxx fits in here. So I want to show you this new mill extension that I got from Woodland Mills in comparison to the Mechmaxx components so that you can kind of see for yourself. Now, the first thing that I'll mention here as I show a couple of clips of the packaging of this mill extension from Woodland Mills is I felt like the packing and wrapping of the products was very comparable to the things that I've gotten from Mechmaxx. They're wrapped in that little foam sheeting with the little tape wrapped around the sheets of metal, and that's what there is to protect it. And in shipping, my Woodland Mills bunks got scuffed on top. That's not anything that concerns me at all because the first time I put a log on it and spin it around on there, there's going to be some scuff marks and things like that. So that's not something I worry about. But if that's something that bothers you, just understand that their level of packing is pretty comparable to the rest of the industry. The one thing that I did notice that seemed to be a little superior in Woodland Mills' shipping process is the box of hardware that came from Woodland Mills. Each of the bolts was in its own separate heavy-duty Ziploc bag with the size of the bolts that are in it and the quantity on a little tag inside that Ziploc bag. Now that is an improvement over what I've seen from the shipping from Mechmaxx, because Mechmaxx had theirs in a separate box, but it was just kind of wrapped in some saran wrap and all, kind of a cheap method of packing it. Now, if you're going to buy products at the lowest price, sometimes they have to cut corners on those things. The problem with that is the saran wrap can get torn in shipping with the bolts rubbing against it, and you lose some hardware. And so then you get your new item and you're missing a few bolts. You've got to be resourceful and come up with what it is that you need to finish assembling that. I didn't run into that so much in anything that I have received from Mechmaxx, but I've talked to a couple of customers who have. So there's that difference right there. The other difference that I noticed is the Woodland Mills product came with a nice heavy-duty color diagram of the parts, whereas the Mechmaxx assembly guide or instruction manual is not as thorough and maybe not as high quality print. So those are the things that I noticed when I first unboxed the product. In terms of the actual steel components of these rails and bunks, I would say they are almost identical. Now they are not completely identical because the bottom of these rails here, on the Mechmaxx, it's like a rolled corner or rounded corner versus a sharp angled corner on the bottom of the rails for the Woodland Mills. The steel is exactly the same thickness, and the bolt holes and the patterns of everything are identical. So I was able to actually fit this extension directly to my Mechmaxx mill, and it works perfectly. The leg assemblies are the identical style, but Mechmaxx sends you the legs already assembled with the bolts and nuts on them, versus you have to put them together on the Woodland Mills. And that's fine. It's to save space on packing and really probably pretty smart. The only other thing I noticed is the holes where you screw the legs down on the Mechmaxx footing are a little bit smaller, and I actually had to drill them out for my big timber screws. So I was happy to see there was a little bit bigger holes in the feet on the Woodland Mills. But they seem like the exact same quality material as far as the bolts and the feet and all of that goes. Same thing for the hardware. Everything looks to be the same quality, 8.8 bolts with nylon locking nuts. The thickness of the bunks and the size of the bunks are exactly the same. That was my first concern, was if they're just even 1/8 of an inch off, then it wouldn't work for me milling because you're going to have your logs sitting on here crooked. But I put them side by side and everything matches up perfectly. I can set my level across it and we're good and level. So everything about this works. I can even interchange the log stops on this. But I did want to point out a couple of differences in the log dogs, the log stops, and the way that these bunks are made. Because as far as the bunks go, I actually like the bunk from the Mechmaxx a little bit better because they welded this little plate right here on the end of the bunk to where when you're milling, if you want to take these completely out and slide your cant all the way against this, you don't have to have anything sticking up here at all. And that's nice because there were times when I was milling like 1/2 inch or 5/8 boards for siding, and I'm right down at the bottom edge of what I can mill. And if I have to put that log stop in there, it's something else that I might hit if I'm just a little bit too low. So it's just something else I have to look out for. So I miss the fact that the new Woodland Mills bunks do not have that stop. So I will have to use this log stop when I'm milling logs. Now, speaking of those log stops, I also will point out that the Woodland Mills log stop is made of a thicker material. The outside measurements are exactly the same, so they're interchangeable, and you can use them on either one. But the Mechmaxx log stops are made from a thinner metal. Now, I would say if you are horsing logs around enough that you could bend this, then you're probably going to be moving your mill and damaging things anyway. So I don't think that this is really anything that I'm concerned about in terms of usefulness and longevity, but it is a difference, and you can tell that, you know, the metal that's used in this one is a heavier duty. And the only other difference that I can find is in the style of log dog. And I'm anxious to try out the Woodland Mills log dogs again because it's been several months since I used my buddy's mill, and I can't remember whether I liked these or not. But I do notice that the actual point that's going to clamp your log into place is flat on this Woodland Mills log dog versus a very sharp point on the Mechmaxx log dog. This is one of those things where you could possibly damage the lumber that you're cutting by stabbing this spike into it. On the other hand, you might have an easier time getting a good grip with this versus the flat stop. So you guys can comment and leave me your opinion, what you think that is the better option here. And I've even thought to myself, if I like the Woodland Mills style of log dog better, I'll probably grind this flat and then I can have the same type of setup. We'll have to get it. We'll have to try these out on the Woodland Mills because I just can't remember. I think maybe I was kind of too new to even be thinking about that when I was milling on my buddy's Woodland Mills. But there is a difference in those styles there. So guys, when it's all said and done, I have a multicolored mill now that I can mill 16-foot logs on, and I am excited about that. And I'm also excited to see the differences between the products from Woodland Mills and Mechmaxx. So the fact of the matter is, I can't give you a definitive answer as to whether or not these are made in the exact same factory, but I can see that it is entirely possible. The build quality differences are minute. I can see a few things that could possibly be a little better quality on the Woodland Mills. I also see a few things that I like a little better about the Mechmaxx products. I would say that Woodland Mills is sourcing products for their sawmill and probably making the choice to upgrade certain things, like the thickness of those log stops, for instance. Whereas Mechmaxx may be leaning towards the less expensive side so that they can offer an economy priced mill. But what I feel really good about is the fact that Mechmaxx is definitely offering a very, very competitive product. And in most cases, it's about half the price. If you figure the shipping costs in there, I actually paid more than double to get this mill extension from Woodland Mills. So guys, I hope you found this little experiment to be useful for you in your decision-making process. That's what I intend to do. I don't intend to convince anybody that this or that is the right way to go. I am working with Mechmaxx because they're the company that said yes and provided me a mill to review. But I have been happy with the product. that Mechmaxx sent me. So I want to share all of the information so that you can make an educated decision when you make your purchase. And if you decide to buy from Mechmaxx, drop down in the description and get the code Lucas 5% off. And the spaces in there matter. The code doesn't work if you don't put the spaces in there. Use that code to save yourself a few $100 and get me a little bit of commission. But if you choose to go with Woodland Mills, you're also going to get a great product. So you really can't go wrong. It's just about which things are more important to you. So guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and I appreciate y'all watching. Until next time, get outside and enjoy God's creation because it's beautiful out here. Y'all have a good day.